Up right there. Good. We're gonna lift and close down right there. There it goes right there. Now tell me a little bit. You kind of have a lot of stuff going on in the low back is your primary complaint, and then the secondary is some neck stuff. Tell me with your low back and kind of what happens at work with why that's aggravating for you.
I sit at a desk all day, so just the constant pressure. I just feel like almost like I need lumbar support, and it's just on both sides. It's not one or the other, but I get that like squishy feeling, and then I start to kind of pull my head back, and I look at my phone a lot as well, and I mean just looking at a laptop too. So I'm always kind of in that position of looking down towards it. So I feel the compression in the lower back, and then the neck. It's almost like a stretch forward, and not in a good way.
And how many hours a week are you working at a desk there?
40 for work, and then with the YouTube stuff, even more than that. So I'm at the desk a lot.
Yeah, and then a weekend warrior. You enjoy some outdoor stuff, some dirt biking and stuff, right?
Dirt bikes and mountain bikes and stuff.
Yeah,
so the body's definitely taking a toll.
Yeah. Would you say progressively throughout the day or the week, kind of adding up how long you sit and staring at the screen there, that it progressively gets worse, and then the weekends, the relief time, and you kind of hit back Monday? What's that?
I think, that'd be fair to say, but I feel like I never really even get a relief just between riding and then working on videos over the weekend. It's like it builds up Monday through Friday for sure, and then Saturday, it's not like it completely goes away. It's just a little bit less.
Yeah. So always playing keep up there.
Absolutely.
This curve right here represents the natural curve of your neck that you should be following here. So what we see here is a pretty straight neck that's happening. Which is okay, and I know we had that old injury of a herniated disc there from riding and stuff. So we have an old C6, C7, old thinner disc there. You can visually see it's a little bit thinner there. It's actually positioned pretty good, so I was actually surprised at how well that is. We'll make some quick work of that. The goal is here to get that curve kind of back and restored here. What that's going to do is going to take your brain that sits up here, turns in your brain stem before the spinal cord. When we lose that natural curve in our neck, it kind of pulls tension, it lengthens and kind of pulls tension throughout all those nerves there. So that's why we're seeing a scan like this with global tension all down one side here with that pattern. Okay? All these lines help you to know how to correct it specifically with it. You have just the first signs of a little bit of arthritis degeneration, which is understandable with an old disc injury. So what's going on with your low back? Really good, decent curve happening through here. All these lines coming back, they should be slowly, uniformly converging all together. What's happening is this fifth lumbar, the very bottom of your spine there before sacrum, that big triangle bone. This line compared to that line should be parallel with one another. So what's happening is the disc here, where these discs are pretty parallel through here, we start to see this one open in the front and it's closed. This one's really open in the front and really closed. Your nerves exit out of these holes right here. Good open hole, good open hole, good open hole, and we lose it right down here, especially when you sit for a long time. Our body wasn't designed to sit quite for a long time. Right at 30 is when the sacrum starts fusing here. And so we're catching this at a good time, so we have an old little injury there. We're gonna close up that sacral segment so it starts fusing properly, okay? Awesome. And coming together. Your pelvis here, pretty even. Your right pelvis is slightly higher than your left side there. So that's gonna put a little shearing force. What that does is it changes leg lengths and how you distribute weight there. A little pressure on the low back. We talked about that fifth lumbar. It's a little bit rotated. We have that little S turn through there. So we're gonna get you a lot more aligned and help you function better. Here's an image of them both kind of stitched together there. Typically we see people with some forward leaning posture. What's happening here, since you are offset more backwards, that's where it leads me to think to look at that sacral segment. So it's called a sacral tubercle, and so it just hasn't closed up yet and fused properly. On the back right here, we have a little bit of a swelling, little patch. We can visually see some edema back here, and that's right at that second sacral segment right there. Get you sitting better, functioning better, so you can enjoy the weekends and not play catch up all the time. Okay? Make sure we find the right segment where the pressure is. Okay, so we are getting pressure on the base of your nerve right there. And that nerves go up to flutter, so a little subluxation right there. Remember what a subluxation is?
No.
Subluxation is when there's a misalignment that's putting pressure on the nerves there. Okay? That's what we're looking for. So every time here we're getting a break right on this segment. We're going to mark that. We'll come back and count exactly which segment that is. How's your sleep quality?
I flip-flop a lot, but I feel like I sleep well. I just wake up to turn over. But
okay, and then you're right back asleep?
Yes.
Aches and pains keeping you up, or mind racing, or just kind of just tossing?
I'm just tossing and turning, and I do have that where like my arm falls asleep, like we discussed.
That's right.
Last time, yeah.
Okay.
And I did get that once since
we saw you.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So pressure right there. So we're going to go right below your waistband here. This is where your sacrum is here. So bear with me, just as much needed. A little bit of palpation. If anything's tender, let me know. We're going to start counting where these segments are. Do you get acid reflux?
No.
Any heartburn? Okay. Good. Is that tender on that right side right there?
No.
That left side doing good?
The left side's a little bit
more?
not
Okay.
really.
Good. So what we see here when we typically are looking at somebody's spine here, texture and blemishes on his skin here. He has really clear skin throughout his whole back. This segment jumped out at me while I didn't see anything on his x-rays right there. This whole segment here, we have some blemishes, kind of some breakouts, and some pimples here. And then when we come down, he gets a hyper sensitive kind of breakout, so kind of more capillary beds are filling with blood. So on this left side, he comes a little pressure, an indent in right there, and a little more tender on that left side there, Daniel.
Yeah.
Okay. So definitely some stuff happening on that nerve, a little subluxation. I'm going to come down to your pelvis here. Okay, I'm going to put you through a range of motion. If this is tender, let me know. Good. Doing okay with that movement?
Yeah.
So that's your fifth lumbar. I'm going to load that sacral segment. Is that tender right there?
Not really tender. Like I can feel it pushing on it.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
We're going to check 3 spots. Spot 1, 2, 3. Any more, one more tender than the other, or what kind of comparable?
2 was the worst.
2
was
midline right
next.
there?
Yeah,
Okay.
1 wasn't too bad.
Okay. Alright. Let's clear this first and we'll come back and check everything. You're going to leave your head just neutral all the way down your entire spine here. I've got complete control. When I roll you, it's going to feel like you're going to fall, but I promise I won't drop you, okay? Good. Perfect. Leave the leg relaxed right there. So we're going to do a second sacrum tubercle on the left here. So it's a P-L listing on the second sacral tubercle. We're going to add a lift and a little bit of a counter rotation in this to close down the spine here, okay? We're always going to do a skin-on-skin contact right here. Good. We're going to roll you. The more you relax here, the Daniel, the easier. Up you right there. Lift and drop right there. Good. Perfect. Come on up. Pretty easy, huh?
Yeah.
We can always post-check with the instrument and make sure that we took the pressure off of it here.
Okay.
All right. And perfect. So yeah, we zeroed that out pretty good. So yeah, we closed that off perfectly. So now we're going to come up, we're going to see how the one right above it, see if that took care of it. Good, that took care of that one, so we're not going to work on that today. We'll keep our eye on it though. Still getting a pretty significant break right there. And same with the base of your neck a little bit there.
It's like the flying coaster at Royal Gorge.
Yeah. There you go. All right, so this is going to be we're going to do a T5. This is going to be a PRS listing. So what that means is the spinous, the vertebra has gone posterior, it's gone right, and it's gone superior. So there's an open wedge on the right here, okay? 4, 5, good. Let's get you a little more comfortable here. You'll notice this pelvic piece drops down to help with the adjustment. Let your arms just hang. A lot of people just like gravity pull. Lift your chin just a tad bit there for me, Daniel. Perfect. So really simple. We're going to take that very specific contact to inferior superior tissue pull there to lift. Good, big breath there for me. I'm just going to follow your breathing. Good. We're going to lift and close down right there. Good. Perfect. Let me stand you up. Let the table do the work here. Your feet will catch back on that platform, okay? Good. Let's almost step off. How's that doing there?
Feels great.
Good.
Yeah.
Probably breathe a little better.
Yeah.
This C6 here, it's going to be a PR-L, so not much wedge to take out of it. Here's a good example of a seventh to palpate and contact this. His seventh cervical is his prominent segment. So how we find that is we drop one superior, and his sixth cervical has a smaller spinous process. So that's how I know I'm on the very specific one, okay? We're gonna keep our head down right there, Daniel. Keep it right there for a second. We're gonna come inferior, superior, lateral, medial to lateral tissue pull. We're gonna be right on the lamina there. You're gonna relax. Let me put you exactly right where you need to be, okay? We're gonna lift this segment. Just relax there. Find me a little bit. Just relax. Good, a little bump here. A little more here. There it goes right there. Perfect. So a little clunk in there. We don't want it to change too much. Let's get that opened up first. We have a lot of lift, so it won't make a big pump there. Doing good?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool. Perfect. Go and look left for me. Look right. How's that movement doing?
Feels really good.
Good, good. So we open that disc a little bit. We're going to get that moving really good. It's a little stiff right now, but we opened it up. It moved pretty good.
Awesome.
Okay. You're set?
Perfect.
That's going to be it. You're pretty okay?
Sounds great.
Good, 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 good. Good.
All right.
Awesome. You were finding me a little bit. Was that comfortable?
Yeah, it felt fine. I think I just have, it's on me, just the issue with relaxing with
Yeah,
it.
yeah. And it's an old injury. You're probably just innately protecting it, so which is totally fine. We have some other ways we can adjust it though. It moved. You felt that little clunk in there.
Yeah.
So we'll get it moving really good, and we can use a few different tables to get you comfortable. Okay.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Cool.
All right.
Awesome.
Sweet.
I'm excited for you. So.